In this video series, I'm going to switch gears. We are faced with a global epidemic that no one's really talking about. It seems to be this explosion in cancer. This is going to be the most important subject I'll ever talk about, and it has the potential to save millions upon millions of lives. This is a regimen for terminal cancer, over-the-counter, easy to acquire, that I personally take because I've been hit with stage 4 terminal colon cancer that had went to my liver, lung, esophagus. I had the yellowing of the skin in my stomach and face. I have been on this regimen that I have put together for 7 weeks now. The yellowing of the skin is gone. I remain highly functional. I still work 70 hours a week to pay my bills without being incapacitated with this disease. And I want to share this regimen with the world to save millions of lives where Western medicine has failed you. Yes, I know it's a very powerful statement. I've been using this for myself, and it has been proven to be highly effective. And we're going to go through this. This is not budget friendly. I don't want to hear about how much it costs. This is far cheaper than any chemo session you'll ever go through. Okay? So I don't want to hear bickering about money and costs. I had to spend the money out of my own pocket to do this, and I am sticking my neck out for even talking about this. Okay? This can save millions of lives. It's been highly effective for me, and I want it to be highly effective for everyone. That's why there's a lot here. This is a very aggressive protocol for a very aggressive, life-ending disease. Very serious. In this box, the first thing you want to acquire, here's the container with the syringe. I do have, you're going to pull this out. And what is this? This does not say what it does on the bottle. I want you to know that. This is not what it says. It has a different purpose. And it's the 50 version. Okay? And it comes in an unmarked box just like that. Way back in 1989, a national injunction was put against that company, and they have to say what it's not because its actual purpose does the opposite. This attacks the bad cells with oxidative stress. Okay? It's not what it says on the bottle. And I'll put a link in the video description that Connors Cancer Clinic in the state of Texas uses this product, and they even tell you it's the very same thing I'm telling you. That way you just do not have to take my word for it. I've been doing this now for 7 weeks, and it's highly effective. You're going to mix this every 4.5 hours in this bottle. A half a teaspoon. All right, the directions say 1/4 teaspoon. For terminal conditions, you want half a teaspoon every 4.5 hours with distilled water only. You put the product in here, the half a teaspoon in here, you put 4 to 5 ounces of distilled water in here, and then you drink it every 4.5 hours. You do not put this in your dishwasher. You do not wash this with mineral water of any kind. You're going to wash this out with distilled water. Then you're going to clean the top of the cap over your sink, and you're going to put distilled water in there. There's a little bit of buildup, but I ain't worried about it, because if you let this build up too much, okay, this will eat the cap off. You are supposed to take this product and shake it vigorously each time before you use it, so it all mixes together very well. You have to remember that. Shake this every time. Okay, before you use it. Then you put it in a dispenser and you orally take it. Next, my regimen, what I do is 5,000 milligrams of Fenbendazole every week. This is even warns you for research purposes only. Here's other, this is also highly effective. These are expensive. You only get 30 capsules, okay, for like $52. Here and here. I have plenty on hand. Next, you want to get free range Parapurge. These are cleansers, but look what's in them. And then you get 74 milligrams of Fenben with Ivermection, 4 milligrams. It does not take a lot. What I do Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 p.m. at nighttime, I take 2 of these and 2 of these. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 p.m. Why 10 p.m.? Because the bad cells constantly multiply anytime during the day. However, when you're sleeping, and because of the hormonal changes in your body, when you're sleeping, the bad cells multiply a lot faster. That's why you want maximum protection while you're sleeping. Okay? It's very, that's a critical part of this whole thing. You want to take these at nighttime before bed. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I do 1,000, slightly over. 2 of these and 2 of these cleansers will put me like 1,100 milligrams, close enough, with 4 milligrams of Ivermectin. Then you'll eat one of these peanut butter crackers, or take a regular slice of bread, spread it with peanut butter for absorption. This will also help the Fenben with absorption. Okay? Now, I do 7 days a week. I do no days off. I'll put a link in the description of the video that actually 1 gram 3 times a week is the gold standard for people with advanced cancer, but this is highly advanced. That's why I do not take days off. My body adjusted very well to this protocol. From now on, you're not going to do anything but drink what I do. It's alkaline water. Nothing else. Nothing out of the faucet, nothing out of your well. You do not want to negate this protocol in any way. This is alkaline water only. You can go to the store also, like a Pilot Travel Center or Love's Travel Center, and use Body Armor water, it's called. That's alkaline water. That's what you want. Nothing else. You do not want to negate this of any kind. So far as a recap, what you want to do is a bare minimum of 1 gram Monday, Wednesday, Friday nights. But for what I do 7 days a week. Now on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, I'll do 1 of these with 1 of these free range Parapurges. That's slightly over 500 milligrams. Remember, there's 1,000 milligrams in 1 gram. So that's 500 milligrams I do on 4 days a week, plus what I do on Monday, Wednesday, Friday nights, I do the 1,100. 7 days a week, no days off, and I am fine. You do not take any of this at the same time as the Protocel. You want to take this product as a standalone by itself, and then 2 hours later, however you want to do it, you can have these on hand. They're IG26DF. These are IgY antibodies, highly effective. You do not have to take these every day, only when you're not feeling well. I do 4 of these in this serving. I personally do 4 of these about twice a week. That's all I need. You're going to use Nature. What I do is I use Paw Nature Sunshine Pills. Okay, these are highly effective. I use 6 a day. I do 3 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon between doses of that Protocel. 1 time a day. You want a very powerful microbiome. This is going to rebuild that. It's Akkermansia. You can buy it right off of Amazon. And I take 1 of these fiber pills with it. Alright. But as we go along later in this series, I'm going to show you personally me taking this stuff, so you know it's the real deal. All right. This regimen is very aggressive. It's very effective. Okay. My yellowing in the skin has already disappeared. My esophagus is already cleared up so I can talk, and I am not coughing that much anymore. So, and I have been able to gain 10 pounds. I'm 6'4", and I dropped to a dangerous 130 pounds. Okay. If you notice, like the concave areas, I have swollen lymph nodes in my abdomen, which I'm not going to show on YouTube, but they're there. But they have gone down by 50%. I developed a real nasty rash on my chest. I got all these things started popping up on my stomach, but this is stage 4 colon cancer. You can see it, like the veins bulge in there down to my lymph nodes. Despite my health, I have been remaining highly functional. I drive truck for a living. I do over 3,000 miles every week and 70 hours a week, and I will take you on the road to demonstrate all this. Next, you want to take these only for 2 weeks at a time, 14 days. Then you're going to switch over to this. You're going to 1 capsule every 12 hours. This is going to block the body's most abundant amino acid, the glutamine that the cancer needs to keep multiplying. You do not want to do this more than 2 weeks at a time. Then you're going to switch back to these. Cancer can send out distress signals when you're blocking pathways, and they can find other pathways you want to do. That's why you want to switch it up between this and this every 12 hours, twice a day. All right, for 2 weeks. And you do 6 of these every day for 2 weeks. Back and forth, but you never take a break from the Fenben for extreme terminal conditions, or you can go back and do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 gram. Put a link in the description of the video where 3 people were able to clear up their condition just using 1 gram Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, or 3 times a week, but I assume that's what they did. And it took 9 to 10 months for them to clear up their conditions. But the videos in the description are very important, and I want you to watch them. You have to start getting a very clear understanding how this all works. But this protocol right here, okay, is going for the most extreme circumstances. As we move forward, I will keep everyone updated on my personal health conditions, how it has been working absolutely perfect for me. I cannot vouch how great this has been. And I put this all together, and I want to share it with the world because I want to save millions of lives that have the potential to be saved. I am tired of hearing about 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, teenagers dying of freaking colon cancer. It is bullshit. It is bullshit. They put a national injunction on this product. It is just, the information out there is so sketchy, and there's all this fear-mongering on these abstracts saying how bad this stuff is, which is a bunch of crap, all right? I'm sorry, I'm just upset about this, what's been going on to our society and our people. But I will keep you posted and updated. Thank you.